Cool.
So what are you doing now?
I was getting the air bubbles out.
How are you doing that?
Slamming it.
By like mounding it.
I want to see you slam it.
Are your video recording?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that could do that. You better end up finding my center spot here.
Okay.
There's that. You want?
All right. Here we are.
First thing I'm doing is I'm applying top pressure to prevent it from sliding off when I work to center it. So I'm trying to get it locked in place, stuck to the wheel, so that then I can come on the sides here and try and center it. Centered. Why is that? Find the center. Take this, and to find my center spot, find my depth, because I don't want to go all the way to the bottom. I use that to find my depth, and I have a little bit room to play with, so I go a little deeper, and then right there, close enough. You going?
We're going.
Okay. This happens very quickly. But I put a hole in it. Okay.
What are you doing there? Making it taller?
Yep, and it's called drawing up the clay. I'm always making sure my clay is always wet and wet. Because when it wets, what does it do, Becca? It works with me, not against me.
What are you doing?
Trimming the top. It'll be recycled and used later.
That just add water this one?
That was taking extra water out.
Oh, that's it.
Which I'm about to just add more water to it. That's it, I'm making a bowl.
And it just does that in seconds, it changes?
Yeah.
From a mug size to a bowl size?
Well, what do you mean? Like,
if you had set it out to make a mug.
Well, I'll do another one after, and I'll go with a smaller. I won't make it as wide, and then I'll show you the difference.
You won't make the
Like this would be the size of probably something like that at the base.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, even that right there, that's smaller than this.
Right.
Right now, I could do two things with this. I could make it into a bowl, or I could make it into, you remember those crimps I did on the sides where I did one in, one out, one in, one out? I could do something like that.
Okay. What are you going to do now?
Make it into a bowl. I could. No, actually, we work in, we have several potters who work in the shop here. I can take credit for all my stuff, not quite up to snuff that the gentleman who owns this shop would wanna sell it yet. But I'm working there. I'm working, you know. It says you have to do something 1,000 times before you get really good at it.
Whoa.
Write your name.
So you've done that 1,000 times, so you're really good at it?
Yeah.
You're gonna. Because if it's not centered, then it's gonna be all off center. It's gonna be all lopsided. It's just not gonna be good. The first thing I'm gonna do is I gotta add top pressure, because if I don't add top pressure and I go to try to center it and it's not attached, guess what's gonna happen?
Explode.
No.
Okay. It's gonna fly off.
Exactly. And guess what direction it's gonna fly off?
Oh,
Yeah. No, that way. That way.
Right. I know.
And as of right now, I have yet to have anything fly off. But you know, there is that one time. I mean, you know.
He might.
Okay. And now I don't want to go too far down and put a hole in the bottom, because I need for there to be clay down there at the end. So I take my little tool here and I go down to find how far down I have to go, and I have a little bit of room, so I go a little deeper. Oh, I have a lot of room. Let's see there. A lot more room than I realized.
How about you put an acorn in?
An acorn? I don't think that'll work out too well. Okay.
He probably has
So
200 in his pocket.
now,
Yeah, exactly.
you're watching very carefully. This happens very quickly. I tell people all the time, and they still miss.
Oh, I know how you did that.
You do?
Whoa.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
put your finger on the side, and then it opens up.
Really?
That's all you do.
That's all I do?
Just that easy.
I mean, yeah, I mean.
So you stuck your finger, and that would open up.
So are you planning on being a potter when you grow up? Are you gonna get into the pottery business?
Nope.
No? You seem to know a lot about it.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Well, that's not good. You don't need. So I apply equal pressure to both the inside and the outside, and I slowly start pulling it up. It's called drawing up the clay. Now,
Yeah, you can.
On a piece of paper. It's not ill.
now that's pretty tall right there. Now that was done in one run. I'll take this off for you. Now we're gonna make sure this is nice and moist, which it is. And then I take my tool here. And you remember why I said we needed to leave clay on the bottom?
Nope. No.
I take this and I slide it under. Now if I put a hole in the bottom, you'll see what happens. Don't look away, because it happens very quickly. 1, 2, 2.5, 3. Now you see how there's no hole in the bottom?
Yeah.
If I put a hole and you see how there's clay left over? If I had put this all the way to the bottom and I then tried to do what I just did, guess what?
It would explode.
No.
Wouldn't hold it.
There would have been a hole in the bottom.
Wouldn't hold water.
And then what would it would have been a pointless mug. It would have gone in the scrap pile.
But how do you put the paint on it?
How do I put the paint on it?
Yeah.
Like the glaze will that'll